Alright guys, so we are 20 miles away from the North Rim of the Grand Canyon, right Nathan?
We sure are.
That's where we are. And like any human being, from time to time, you wanna pee, right? That's the truth, there's nothing to hide. That's the truth. So we stopped 20 miles away and we pulled over in a nice, out of the area, and I just like, we should not cover the mic, by the way. Yeah. So we pulled over, parked here, went to do our business, quick, 30 seconds each, so nothing crazy. Then we get back in the car to leave. And the car doesn't turn on. What's happening? So, give me one second. So as you can see, the car still works, right? Doors open, you can put radio on, you can lock the car, unlock the car. You can't. So you see how I unlock this? However, you can't do the windows, right? That's a bummer. And our windows are, this window is almost all the way up, but if you look there, that window is like 2/3 open. And it rained here, so it was an adventure. So, the car has no service. My phone has no service. I have T-Mobile and Verizon. And from my research, the car has AT&T. From my research, runs over like AT&T towers. I may be wrong on this, but that's what I learned online. So we have T-Mobile, we have Verizon, and potentially AT&T. There's no service. We have a lady, actually, a forest employee, who luckily came by like a minute after we stopped, right, or so. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "There's no service here. Like nobody has any service." So it's proof that it's not just our phones or stuff. It's just there's no service. If you ever came to Grand Canyon from like St. George side to the North Rim, probably know where I am. 20 miles away from North Rim, kind of thing. So anyway, the key fob works. So I want to open. You see? Hold up. So it works. Now it's locked, right? You see the mirror, how they lock themselves? So, are we locked out? Anyway, so this works, right? I'm gonna go ahead from your window and just open the car. So the point is that technically this does work. Now I want to leave, right? I want to go away and just get it out. So I went in the car and let's show my guy what's saying here. The key is here, right? It shows key not inside the vehicle. Wait, it shows Sentry mode report. Come on, okay. Key not inside the vehicle. But the key is right here, which works. Hear this. Did you hear that? So the key works. Come on, Sentinel, go away. Okay. Now, I called Tesla, and well, actually, the truth is, the forest lady that came here, she works for the government. We asked her, "Hey, can we go anywhere to just call someone?" Like, yeah, there's a gas station about 2 miles away, or 3 miles away, she said. And they have a landline. It's like, oh, cool deal. I took a picture of the Tesla's phone number here. Show them that there's no service. Come here. There's no service, right? That's just the proof right here. Yep. So I went to here. I took the Tesla's phone number. The lady drove into the 3 mile away gas station. I called Tesla. I explained to them that the key fob is not being recognized. I have no service. The car has no service. What do I do, right? The car was here and I was 3 miles away. So I explained to the guy, and the guy was like, "Let's do a few things." This is what he told me. Go in the car, hold the brake and the 2 console buttons here, for 90 seconds, let the car reset. I did that. And then put the key card here by the, come here, by the 12 volts here thing, which I'm gonna do it right now. So to do this, and then press twice on it, and then the car should be able to turn on. But it's still saying key not inside the vehicle. Alright, so somehow the car does not recognize the key fob, and now we're kind of screwed up. I mean, I move the key here, I move the key here. Just so you guys can see, I'm gonna remove this. I have a pen somewhere. Just like take this off and like reset the battery, I guess, or whatever. So I have everything is off, right? I'm gonna just check them a little bit. I don't know, you never know what could happen, right? So then let's give it 10 more seconds just for the sake of resetting or whatever you call that, and watch, it's gonna work out.
Wouldn't that be great?
I'm gonna just leave it.
It would happen on camera too.
Yeah. So now I put the battery here. Now it's on, right? Let's prove it's working. So I press twice on the top. So it's working, right? The battery is on. Let me close this quick. I close it, right? Now I'm gonna put it back on. The guy said to put it here, right? By the 12 volts. So I'll put it here, just drop it there, hold the brake, and press twice on the top of the key. And I can't do anything, right? Doesn't turn on. Now, for the sake of the video, let's do what the guy said. Let's hold it for 90 seconds, which be a long time. Sorry, Nathan, for holding that, but we'll make a video just to explain the whole situation, right? I should look at the time on the camera. I see it is 90 seconds. Yeah, so it's actually, I mean, it's kind of screwed up, really. Because, like, what do we do? How do we move this car from here?
We are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and the key fob. That's what I'm annoyed with. The key fob technically works because I press on it and it beeps. It locks the car, unlocks the car. Because the car does not recognize my. Okay, so now you can see I have the T showed up now on my main screen. I'll still hold this, and I think we are done. All right, I think we are done now. Yeah, now it's done. It says key not inside the vehicle. Well, I have the key right here. I'm gonna put the key back next to this 12 volts, hold my brake and press twice on the key. And it said nothing has happened. Unable to drive. I'm gonna put the key here, in the central console here where this cup holder is. Press twice. Doesn't work. So it would have been so nice if there was like a place here, I guess. I don't know exactly all the reasons on how Tesla does things. I love Tesla myself, but it would have been pretty cool to like have a safety feature here. Press turn on your car and then just put a pin drive, right? And then this would kind of replace, I guess, the sensors from here. Somehow just turn on your car so you can go. Because the car, it just says it's off. I can't even roll up my windows, which is just annoying because it rained pretty hard. Anyway, so what did we do? Well, the nice lady Forrest, Annette, she was so awesome. We owe her a lot for helping us out here. She radioed in the closest tow truck, which is like an hour and a half away in Kanab, Utah. Kanab, Utah. Like 65 miles away or something, they said. And yeah, it's pretty messed up. Oh, so just one more thing. Come here. Let's show this guy. So I'm trying to make sure that when the towing people come, I press towing, right? And he's saying I should not do this, which I understand. That's okay. But I should do this, right? Which is great. But there's a transport mode, right? And it's saying car must be in park, which is in park because it's freaking off. And with the brake pedal pressed, I'm pressing the freaking brake pedal, the transport mode does not turn on, which I think is because the car is off. So when this tow truck shows up here, is it gonna destroy the car though or not? I mean, he may not. I don't even know, man, how this thing works, I swear. Plus we are like in a really weird situation here because the tow truck can't go in front of us all the way straight. So I'm actually gonna have to like lift us up a little bit, I'm guessing, or
You can do that.
try to
Reposition us.
reposition us so we are straight somehow. But yeah, this is our story. Now, technically, is it my fault? I think it is to a certain point, but how? Because the key fob worked though. Where's the key fob? Oh, here. Why doesn't it work? That's the thing. Like, somehow, maybe because there's no service, the key fob doesn't work now. Like, my phone has no service either, so I'm like, what do you do? Yeah, so this is the story. Tow truck is gonna be here probably in about half an hour, 45 minutes. I think it's been a while since we've been here. Do I blame Tesla for this? Part of it I do, honestly. It's sad. I mean, I still love it, but such a little device that partially works. It's like, I don't know, it's making us angry, I guess. I don't know exactly how to say it. So, that's it. Should I share anything else, Nathan? Is there like anything else I haven't mentioned?
Nope. We are about 20 miles from our destination, the Grand Canyon, and not sure if we're gonna see it or not at this point.
Yeah, somehow we need to fix this. Somehow, which I don't know how. But yeah, well, that's our story. I guess the question is, what's next? We don't know.
How can Elon fix this?
Right. Like probably Starlink. If Starlink would show up, will come about, and then the Tesla. Probably if the car had service, I'm guessing they could have potentially remote started. Like when I was at the gas station, you know, they could have tell, hey, can you guys just turn on the car? Oh, in the gas station you didn't have any Wi-Fi either, so I couldn't connect it. So that's kind of miserable, right? Yeah, probably Starlink is an option how they can fix it. But probably even a better option is really to figure out a way to maybe still offer the classic version of keys, like an actual key comes out so you can manually turn your car on. Like, you know, plug it, just classic manual, and just turn it on, just normal. Like, 'cause there are a bunch of keyless keys that, in case the battery dies, you can still turn on your car by pulling up the classic key. That could be an option to really fix this, or just maybe offer the like manually turn on your car from your screen by entering a PIN, or let's say enter like if it's just security reasons, enter like a 15-digit PIN, something like ridiculous, or maybe enter a PIN, your last four of your social, and then I don't know, like, you know, make
Facial recognition,
yeah,
thumbprint.
Maybe thumb, but that will cost money though. I mean, putting a pin and the stuff that is free.
Yeah.
It's a freaking software upgrade. You just do it, I mean, in a couple hours. Which I don't know. That's just my mouth talks now. Which you don't know exactly what's going on. But in my brain, like to put like a two-factor authentication. A PIN, maybe, and maybe your last four of your social, or what's your favorite hero, or what's your middle name of your mother, or whatever. Who was your first dog? I mean, you could probably do this if they are worried about safety. This is a safety hazard right now. You just die here.
Potentially.
Luckily, there's a bunch of cars coming by.
And we have Reese's and Powerade.
Yes, that's lucky. We have 2 bottles of Powerades, 2 king-size Reese's, which is a big deal. Oh, and I have this freaking sparkly water.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then I have shampoo. You can shower when it rains again. We have clothing though, so we can probably survive a few days here with those. I mean, if you have water, you can probably stay a week here. I'm guessing if you drink a sip of water like every hour.
Yeah.
You can probably do it. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching this crazy story, and call me crazy, but how can someone blame me? Like, really, how can you blame me for this? Essentially, like, what have I done wrong? Okay, maybe I could have. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. See you. So we have to be towed. The car does not recognize our key. It says that key is not in there. So we want to do towing mode. We'll click on transport mode. And I press the brake. And transport mode does not work. Right, so we arrived at our hotel. Is this gonna work? Okay. You smell that?
Smells wonderful.
Alright, so what has happened in the last 4 hours? No, the guy charged for like 5.5 hours, so I think it was like 6 hours.
It started happening at like 1.
Maybe, yeah, 1 o'clock, so like 8 hours now or something. So, it smells like pea, man, isn't it?
It's not great.
Yeah, it's very interesting for sure. I thought you said it smells great.
No, it says not great.
Alright, so let's have a sit, man. Feel comfortable. So it's 10:05 p.m. in Utah. It was like it's 11 Arizona, right? So it's an hour ahead of us. Yeah, at least 8 hours, man. What happened? Basically, we got back. So we were there. The car stopped, as you guys just heard. So we called the tow truck to come. Essentially, we couldn't put the Tesla in tow mode because the key fob was not recognized. So the tow truck came there and he couldn't drag us on the bed because he would mess up the suspensions, probably the transmission, probably that's all. Maybe the brakes, I'm guessing, I don't know. But something would mess up if you would drag a parked vehicle, all-wheel drive car, right? And so we went like 5 miles or 3 miles away to a gas station. We called Tesla and we explained to them, hey, listen, we have the tow truck right here, but he can't tow it because it doesn't go in tow mode. Well, not tow mode, it's called transport mode. And they were like, okay, that's a problem, right? And they said, do not drag it because you would mess up things with the car. We knew that, so we didn't drag it. So we okay, what should we do? And then the guy said to use some skates, so to jack up the tires, put skates under the tires, and I'll show you. I have some videos I'm gonna show you guys. And essentially then dragged the car on the bed with those skates under. It was a mess, right? Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say right now is, probably Nathan, if you're gonna double me here, there has to be a way to put the car in neutral without having the key fob with you. Like, I think it should be a way to put it in neutral even if there's no key fob. A bit like, even if there's no probably energy in the car. Somehow there should be a way to let the wheels loose. Maybe the last 2% of the car should always be like conserved to do something like this, right? Like, let's say the car has 351 miles radius, right? And we let the last 5 miles be used for such emergency, for a tow truck to come, so you can click on a setting and allow, like, put the car in neutral, sort of thing. Kind of has to happen. That's one option. Or another option I'm suggesting right now is there should be another sort of emergency button kit where you can turn on the car. So, because the 12 volts was on, the car was on, energy was in the car. I had 152 miles in the car. The screen was on, the key fob would lock and unlock the car, the Falcon doors would open and close, music was on, well, Netflix could have been on too, but they don't have service, right? So you could have done a bunch of stuff. Technically, you should also be allowed to turn on the car. It wouldn't make sense why you can't turn on the car if everything works, like there's energy. You couldn't even open and close the windows. There was energy in the car, but the windows wouldn't roll down and up. And maybe some safety issues, maybe some laws, maybe some permit, maybe something that is against this kind of stuff. But I'm sure there has to be a workaround. Because that was a horrible experience. We had energy in the car. The key fob was technically working. It had no service. The phone had no service, car had no service. There's no service there. And we couldn't put the car in tow mode. Okay, let's just say that the key fob has to be in to turn the car on. Alright, it's a safety thing. It's a, how do you call that? It's a law thing. But to put the car in neutral without a key fob, it's a must. What would you do if the car just dies on you? Like, you have no energy in the car at all, in the middle of nowhere. It's weird, right? Because if you can't put the car in neutral, has no energy. I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, this is just my suggestions. I'm not sure if anyone had the same experience, but yeah, something has to change. Well, thanks for watching. Listen to my story. Yeah, I love Tesla still, though. I'm disappointed, honestly, in them. I mean, I'm mad. I have to agree with it. So this whole thing, I paid $725 for the guy to help me out. It took a long time. It was dark when we loaded up the car, because we had to put those skates under and to pull it, and it was just inconvenient because the car could not go in neutral. Anyway, end of the story. See you. I'm gonna remember this until I die.